Thank you all so much for being here. Welcome to the room. Today we're talking about prompt engineering and we're talking about monetization with prompt engineering. So I truly believe that this is one of the best ways to monetize your course, your business, is by learning prompt engineering. Right now, companies are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for prompt engineers, but I would actually recommend staying independent and offering your services because you can really monetize so much more than that, I believe. But that just gives you an idea of how profitable this industry is. So today's class and room is for beginners, but also we're going to throw some advanced methods in there as well, like I always do, because we are going to talk about monetization. So we're going to start from the very beginning. What is prompt engineering? What does it look like? Why do we need it? And then also we're going to get into how to actually use it for monetization. And I'm going to show you step by step how I did it. And this is all preparing for a masterclass that I'm offering next week, where we start talking about chatbots even further. And each time I do a class, we get a little bit more advanced. But today is the beginner class. If you are more advanced, you're still going to learn a lot here because, again, I'm going to teach you the specific monetization strategy that I used with AI PRM and with prompt engineering. And it really starts with the one-click course creator. Okay, so starting at One Click Creator, what I wanted to do as a teacher, let me first start by introducing myself. Hello, everyone. My name is Christel. So what I want to start with, the reason I want to start with the one-click course creator tool is because this is how I've been able to monetize. So when I first discovered AI PRM, and this is the prompt engineering tool that we're really going to use a lot today to learn from, learn the benefits of prompt engineering, what it is, but also I'm tying in monetization today because I have a paid educator program. So it's my job to really support the educators in this program with monetization. That's the goal. So I'm really tailoring a lot of these classes around monetization to make it clear. So how did I monetize with prompt engineering? Well, I learned about this AI PRM Chrome extension. And if you are at the One Click Course Creator site, you'll see the button there, AI PRM. This Chrome extension has single-handedly brought me tens of thousands of dollars because I created the coolest lead magnet ever, which is the One Click Course Creator. And if you all learn how to prompt and create a prompt template and understand prompt engineering, you can also create your own customized prompt and eventually even a chat bot that you can use as a lead magnet. And the reason this is such an amazing, amazing lead magnet, and that's where the monetization strategy comes in. The reason it's such an amazing lead magnet is because you are giving people instant results. This is what I love about AI. It's what I love about chatbots. It's what I love about prompt engineering. If you're able to create an incredible prompt and then share it with people for free, like here in Clubhouse, or share it with your email list, share it with your community. So for me, that's the one click course creator prompt. And the way that I monetized it is by building a very simple landing page that you see here at oneclickcoursecreator.com. So that's why I'm showing you this, because I created the prompt template. I purchased the domain. So let's say you create a prompt template, about the 7-day email strategy sequence. You'd want to go and purchase a domain that matches the name of your prompt. So all of this is around the way that we monetize is by creating our prompt template lead magnet. So that's what I'm showing you all today, the behind the scenes. That's where the monetization came in, because I would come here on Clubhouse starting like at the end of February, and I just started taking my prompt on tour, basically. So I would host rooms and I would teach people how to use the prompt. I would take them to the One Click Course Creator website. I'd have them, download the Chrome extension, which is what I'm doing with you all now. So if you haven't downloaded the Chrome extension, please do that. So that's the AI PRM Chrome extension. Again, the link is in the chat, One Click Course Creator. That's what we're looking at right now. And there's two buttons here. There's the AI PRM button that takes you to the website that allows you to download the Chrome extension. This is going to be a big part of our lesson today, AI PRM. And then if you click try for free, it's going to take you right into ChatGPT. And if you have the Chrome extension downloaded, you should see all of the prompts there. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. I would love, when I first started this journey, I kept hearing all of these different definitions of a prompt and prompt engineering. When I first started learning about prompting and prompt engineering, the definitions I would get from people, I'm like, oh my gosh, this seems like something I could never learn. So one of the reasons we're going through this right now is because I want you all to know everyone can learn prompt engineering when it comes to AI technology as we know it now, because it's a language model. So my definition that I use, I try to keep it as simple as possible because again, this is about accessibility and I want you all to know you can absolutely earn money with AI prompting and you can grow your business, grow your life by understanding the basics of prompt engineering. So the definition I give for a prompt is just a set of instructions. So this could be a prompt if you have Siri on your phone or you have Alexa and you say, "Hey, what time is it? What time it is? what what's the temperature today?" Set an alarm. It's really a set of instructions, a command, a statement, a group of words that has an intended outcome. That's all a prompt is. When it comes to prompt engineering, what we're doing is we're looking at the output that we get from our prompt and we are designing the prompt to get a closer output to what we desire. So I'm going to give you a little bit of background here and use the one-click course creator prompt as an example. So if you're in ChatGPT right now and you want to experiment with me. So right now I'm in ChatGPT and I'm going to put in a basic prompt for an output. Okay, so this is a set of instructions. So I'm going to type in here and say, create a course outline about digital marketing for beginners. So this is what I would call a basic prompt. Let's see what it gives me. So it's going to give me a course description, which is great. It gives me a course duration. It gives me a target audience, some course objectives, and it gives me an outline, a 16-week outline. It gives me course materials, assessment, certification. This is actually pretty good. Now, what I want you all to see, and I want you to start with AI PRM. The reason I start here is because I want you to see what an advanced prompt looks like. So the output that I got from that basic prompt, create a course outline about digital marketing for beginners, is actually pretty good. But I want you to see now what happens when you use the, let's say the one-click course creator prompt, which is an advanced prompt. So this is what we're talking about today. How can we write more advanced prompts to get a much better output? That's what prompt engineering is. When you know how to do this, you can create anything you want with AI, with Poe, with ChatGPT, with Hey Pi. If you know how to prompt, you are empowered to get the best output and outcome, which is why this is so important. You could literally, once you learn how to prompt, you can go to businesses if you know how to write instructions well. If you're, especially if you're an educator or a trainer and you know how to give step-by-step instructions, that's all prompt engineering really is. So I want to just show you an example of what happens. So if you now go to the one-click course creator, which if you're at the oneclickcoursecreator.com website, you just click try for free. And I'm going to put in the same prompt. So what was it? Digital marketing for beginners. So I want you to see what happens when we use a prompt template. And this is what I'm going to be talking to you all today about how to do this and why this is so great for monetization. Because again, your prompt template can be one of the most powerful lead magnets you've ever used. And if you know what a lead magnet is something that's going to help you grow your audience, help you grow your community. And then when you do have an offering, a course, a program, it's people that use your lead magnet and really enjoyed it and learned from your sessions where you're talking about how to use it and what the benefits are. Those are the people that are going to sign up for your course. When I first did this back in March and I was taking this prompt on tour and showing people how to use it, I had 70 people sign up for my masterclass and course, because what I did was I created this lead magnet, this prompt template, the one-click course creator, and then I created a course around it. So that's the monetization strategy for you. Okay, I'm starting with the end in mind. I'm about to go through and actually show you how to do this and how to prompt engineer. But I'm starting with the end in mind, which is if you can create your own prompt template or your own chatbot in Poe, you can easily create chatbots in Poe now. So once you learn how to prompt, you can create a chatbot. You use that as your lead magnet. So you do live rooms or you do, content on social media, and you offer this as a free lead magnet. So in exchange for an email address, they get your prompt. Now, what I would recommend is you do like I did and you create a landing page for your prompt so that it's nice and professional. You collect email addresses. This is what I did. I created an entire landing page for the one-click course creator prompt. And I made it super easy for people to get to the prompt through these buttons. So that's why I have that link in the chat, so that you can see an example of how to monetize with a prompt. I used the one-click course creator and then the same prompt, and I got a much more advanced course. Okay, I got a course overview, I got a desired outcome. I have 6 modules with learning objectives, real world examples, activities, discussion questions, expanded learning, video script. That's for each module. Okay, so this is more than enough to get started, to go live with, start creating content. I'm getting a whole course here. And then the other thing about the one-click course creator is that it's going to give you a project plan, because I used it with my background of instructional design and curriculum design. So you're starting with the end result in mind. And so many courses don't lead to results, and it's because they're not designed with backwards planning, starting with the end result, the background in mind, or sorry, the outcome in mind. So I just wanted to show you that the difference between a beginner prompt, right? A basic prompt versus an advanced prompt. And this is where the monetization comes in. You creating a custom advanced prompt, a prompt template for your course or your brand. So Hassan has this really wonderful idea to offer course auditing services, which I think is brilliant, especially because he's an educator and he knows what to look for. So if I was Hassan, I would be creating a chatbot or prompt template that helps people with the beginning part of auditing their course. And then what I would do with that is once they use that prompt or that chatbot, I would say, now here's my service, or here's my course, or here's my paid workshop or masterclass. So you see, it's a lead magnet. And the reason I think it's the best lead magnet is because people get instant results. I'm doing rooms where people come in and by the end of the room, they have a 6-module course. That's instant transformation. So they're thinking, wow, if she can give me a 6-module course in minutes, if she can show me step by step, right? So you get your prompt template, you get your chatbot, and then you run rooms on how to use it. You show people how to use your custom chatbot, your custom prompt template. You walk them step by step, and they're getting immediate transformation. That's why it's such an amazing monetization tool, because then when you have your course, you have your program, you have your course auditing service, they're like, oh, heck yeah. I've already gotten all this for free. Imagine what will happen if I, support this person, pay them some money to actually teach me, guide me, give me coaching, support, guidance. So that's why it's an amazing monetization strategy. And then what we'll do after that is we'll actually get down to some, prompt engineering tips, strategies, how to use it, how to use the different prompt tools. And we will close out with talking about some of my favorite AI PRM prompts and chatbots. So I'll go ahead and mute myself, see if you all have any questions or just anything you want to add in.
Sure, I'll weigh in. What I like about the one-click course creation tool and the fact that it not only gives you the modules, but it also gives you opportunities to engage. And that's the part that I think a lot of courses are missing, which is those discussion questions. It gives you a script so you can create an interactive video. It provides you with not just information, but also ways to get feedback from your clients or your students to see if the learning is taking place, to get feedback about the transformation process that's going on. And so that's one of the things that I'm really excited about. So I just wanted to add that piece as well. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much for that, Hassan. I love, Hassan, the way that you're able to describe the benefits of the tool as an educator. And Apple, it's great that you see that as well, the benefits of having activities and discussion questions. And the other thing I want to remind you all of is that even though I created it, it doesn't stop you from going out there and monetizing off of it. You can start rooms, do live classes, create content about how to use the one click course creator, or how to use AI PRM. So, AI PRM is an entire public database of advanced prompts, prompt templates. So when I say this, when we talk about monetization, there's so many ways that we can monetize. And one of them is by providing services to people, right? There's all of these content creators out there. They're busy. They would love to create courses, but they don't have the time. Now that you know how to use the one click course creator tool, you can literally offer a service of creating this for people. This is also another way to monetize your own prompt template, right? So one of the first prompt templates, because I do one-on-one sessions, and if anyone is interested in doing a one-on-one session with me, I will create your prompt template with you. You'll learn how to do it. We'll do it together. I'll make sure it gets published. AI PRM does have a lot of like rules around publishing. So I sit with you and we literally in an hour create the prompt together. And then after that, I tell you, how I turned it into a landing page and all of that if you want to continue and move forward with me. But the whole idea is that this is now a service, a done for you service that you can provide for people. So just if we look around here in the AI PRM, prompt template database, there's so many. For instance, one of my favorite in here is get a monthly content calendar in one click. I mean, this is incredible. This is a service that people used to pay. I mean, they still do pay thousands of dollars for social media managers to do, and I can come in here and just type in my topic for today, which is digital marketing for beginners, and AI PRM with this advanced prompt is giving me an entire plan. Week 1, week 2, week 3, and each week it's giving me content topics for my prompt. So, first week, the ultimate guide to digital marketing for beginners, digital marketing demystified, a beginner's handbook, content marketing basics. And then this is the trick. So, this is what I do now. I'm kind of giving you prompt hacks. We are going to talk about how to create your own prompts, but it's also good to know how to use prompts that are already there. So I'm going to take one of these titles, The Ultimate Guide to Digital Marketing for Beginners. I'm going to copy that. And now I'm actually going to go back and find another prompt in AI PRM, which is the article writing prompt. It's the number one prompt there. Human written SEO optimized article. And all I'm going to do is paste in what I just copied, the ultimate guide to digital marketing for beginners. So I got that from my content plan. I'm using that as my prompt, right, for my next prompt. Does this make sense? This is what I do. This is how I create courses, how I create videos. I use the output as the prompt. Let me know if this is confusing. I see your face hurt. So I'm putting the ultimate guide to digital marketing for beginners, which I just got from my content plan prompt, and I'm putting it in the human written SEO optimized article prompt. And now, boom, I have an entire article. I could put this in a blog post prompt. I could do a YouTube video script and create a video out of it. There's so much content I can create now just starting with this 4-week social media content plan. I can create content for every single day based on the same topic, but I have 30 different ideas and 30 different ways. And that's the key. See, the key to monetization is to teach the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Teach to the beginners. This is how we grow our audience. You have to teach the same. I know it gets boring, and I struggle with this because I want to go to advance, but you leave people behind. You don't grow your audience that way. This is why we also talk about building communities, because you go advanced with your community. Okay, you go advanced with the people in your course program. So I have the paid educator program. Those are the people I'm going to go advanced with. So I'm offering a chatbot workshop. It's going to be free for anyone in my paid educator program, but it's going to be a cost for anyone who's not. So this is a way that you monetize. You offer free content to people that are in your program, and then you offer it for a fee for anyone who's not. So you're monetizing both ways. You're bringing people into your program because they want the free workshop, they want the free content, they want to keep learning from you, or it's a one-off event. Maybe they just, came to your live room like this and they're like, "Oh, you're doing a chatbot workshop and you're going to show me step by step how to do this. I want to be there." So they sign up for your paid workshop. So there's so many ways you can monetize this and so many ways you can use this for your content. I really, really love it. And bringing it back to prompt engineering, understanding how to use these AI tools and how to use prompting will help you really take that same topic, right? That's your thing. What is your thing that you can talk about every day over and over and over again that solves a problem, but you're going to need to talk about it every single day, over and over and over again on repeat. And what AI can do, and understanding prompt engineering and how to use it, can take the same topic and give you a bunch of different ways to talk about it and a bunch of different mediums to put it in: a YouTube video script, or an article, or a social media plan. Okay, so this is why this is so important. Okay, so I cannot do a prompt engineering 101 class without talking about the number one tip, I believe, when it comes to prompt engineering, and what really takes your basic prompt, which is the basic set of directions: create me a course on this topic, to an advanced. So, what did I do to take it from that basic prompt to the one click course creator prompt? Okay, so my number one tip and strategy for anyone just getting started, or if you've been prompting for a long time, is the persona strategy. And what this is there's a couple ways you want to start your prompt. First of all, if you are, and actually, one thing you can do that a lot of people do, especially if you're in ChatGPT, if you're in Poe, you can use the little broom and it's like starting over. But in Chat GPT, it does remember your previous chats. And it's kind of like you're training your own chat bot with your questions and your prompts. So, one thing you can do, and I'll put this in the chat, is when you start your prompt, you can, if you want to start from scratch, you don't want to use previous information, you would start your prompt with "forget all previous instructions." So that's one thing you can start with. Now the second thing is what we call the persona. Okay, this is how, what Hurt gave you, asking ChatGPT how to make it better, that is a way to advance your prompt. Another way to advance your prompts is by starting with the persona. So the cool thing about these chatbots is you are telling them who they are. So if I am creating a prompt for a course about digital marketing, I'm going to start, after I say, forget all previous instructions, I'm going to tell ChatGPT, or whatever chatbot I'm using, I'm going to tell it who it is. That's the persona. Okay? So the way to do this is to think about whatever your output is, who would be the expert to create that. So a course, if I'm creating a course about digital marketing, who would be the expert that would give me the best output. And by the way, you can have multiple experts here. You don't have to have one. So the way I do it is very simple. I just say, you are an expert digital marketer. Okay. You are also an expert course creator. So that's what you start with. Okay, you're telling it where it's an expertise, what it's an expertise in. And if you have questions about that, you could always ask, who's an expert of, this particular output that I'm trying to get? Who would be the expert? So if you're not sure, you can even ask. Okay. And then once you do that, you want to give even more description. So when I was doing the one click course creator, not only did I say, you are an expert course creator, I say you use backwards design in all of your courses. You start with the end outcome in mind. So now you're giving a little bit more description about that makes it unique. And look, if you're creating something that you are the expert in, then describe yourself. That's how I did this with the one click course creator. I thought, okay, what kind of knowledge and background would I want to put into every course? Well, I wanted to always use backwards design. Another thing I put in is your courses are experiential and project based. Please always include discussion questions, examples, real world activities. I'm telling you how I am breaking down the background of how I created the one click course creator. Okay. And anything else you think would be relevant. That's the other thing. Don't limit it. So remember, you want to treat it like it's an expert. So if there's something you're missing, you might want to say include anything else that would be relevant. Okay. And then after that, give it limitations. So I would say the whole thing with prompt engineering 101 is specificity. Okay. So I'm going to say give no more than 6 modules. And then from there, I'm going to test it out. So I'll say create a course for beginners on digital marketing. So that's how we start to make it more advanced. Now, the next step is to show you how to like really engineer while you're in ChatGPT. So it's going to give you the output. And then while you're in ChatGPT, there is a way to actually edit the output. Did you all know that? You can edit the prompt and get another output. Okay, we call that the simian forking method. So the full prompt is you are an expert digital marketer. You are also an expert course creator. You use backwards design in all of your courses. You start with the end outcome in mind. Your courses are experiential, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it gives me my whole output. Now, I might look at this. So I look at this now and I say, this doesn't give me any video scripts. And I would really like to include some video scripts because I know videos are important. So what I can do is come back to my prompt. Okay, I can come back to my prompt, and if I come back to it and I look in the upper right hand corner, I see a little pencil and it's an edit button. If I click that, it's a pencil with a box around it. I go back to the original prompt, so I got to scroll all the way up. I click that box and I can actually edit my prompt. So I don't have to start over. I can just come in here and say, also add YouTube video scripts at the end of every module. And I can click, now I just click save and submit. And what you'll notice is now to the left of your prompt, it'll say 2 out of 2. So you have a toggle, so you can toggle back and forth. This is where the engineering comes in. We're engineering because we are editing our prompt, designing it to improve the outcome. Persona prompting is cool. Yeah, persona prompting is really the key. I mean, it's the main thing that I want you all to walk away with in this prompt engineering 101 is giving it the persona. Once you start adding in that persona, you give it the context, you give it those step-by-step tasks. Another one that I didn't mention is the exemplars. That's really, really good. So if you have an example of what you want it to look like, you can add that to the prompt. So just when it comes to prompt engineering, think of giving directions to a 7-year-old. Okay. You want to break it down. You want to give examples. You want it to be very clear, short sentences. I've seen some people with their prompts and it's like the most run on sentence in the world. No. You want to break it down, use spaces. Once you learn how to do this, it's a very easy, I'm telling you, it's an easy transition into creating your own chatbot. And when you get into the world of creating chatbots, the world is your oyster. Okay, you can offer so many services for creating custom chatbots, or you can offer your custom chatbot as a service, as a lead magnet. And then this is where we get into monetization. Because again, lead magnets are designed to build your audience, grow that email list, and start to build your community. So when I did this and I took the one click course creator out there, which is just a prompt, okay, I created this prompt using prompt engineering skills that I taught you today. I didn't leave anything out today. This is what I used to create this months ago. I've learned a lot more now, but I really just did it with the basics. Overall, the monetization strategy here is to come up with your prompt template, give it a nice website so that you put your link behind a button, take it on tour, share it with people, share it with your family, your friends, in emails, in clubhouse rooms, and Instagram lives. Share it everywhere. Be proud of it. It's your prompt baby and it can make you a lot of money. Okay. And then you share it, you give it away for free. You teach people how to use it and you create an offering and a course based on what your audience and community is telling you they need. So my community was telling me, okay, one click course creator, that's great. I can create a course, but what do I do next? How do I create the videos for the course? How do I go live with it? How do I create the website, the landing page, the wait list, all of that? And I said, oh, well, I will design a course based on what you're telling me you need. And that's what the 7-day AI course accelerator is. And the reason it sold out is because I designed the course based on what my audience and community was telling me they needed. And when you design anything like that, whether it's a book, a class, a masterclass, content, when you design based on what your students and your community and audience need, not based on what you want to teach and create. And I had to learn this because my first course, nobody asked for it, nobody wanted it. But my next course and all courses after that have been, have been popular and sold out because I'm designing based on what people are asking for and what they want. And that's it. That's the monetization strategy. That's the blueprint. That's everything behind the scenes right there. So again, next week I'm going to be doing a masterclass and then I'm going to be doing a workshop. So if you want to continue on this journey with me, and again, I'm doing this because this is what my students have been asking for. I haven't talked about prompt engineering in months, but my students have been asking, and so this is me delivering. Okay, so if you want to continue on the journey with us, there's a box there. You'll get the invitation for the next masterclass. And then when I do the workshop, you'll get the invitation for that. And this is how I recommend you all monetize your knowledge. Okay, you start with the free live classes out in public so people get an idea of what you can offer, who you are, and then you work your way up. So then it might be a master class and then it might be a workshop. But that's how we do this. That's another monetization strategy. Okay, you take people on a journey and then you say, look, if you want to continue on the journey and you want to go to the advance where I'm really giving one-on-one instruction, then this is the price for that. And then you're going to have people who want to work with you one-on-one. They don't want to be in a cohort. They don't want to be in a small group. So that's where your high ticket program comes in and you say, okay, it's $1,000 a month to work with me. And for some of you, that might be like, wow, that sounds like a lot of money. But I promise you, it's not for people who that's what they're looking for. There are people that have far more than that budgeted for their own learning and growth. So it's just about finding who those people are and putting yourself out there. They will find you as well, and they'll want one-on-one from you. They're not going to want to be in your cohort. They might not even want to be in your community, and that's okay, because if they're paying $1,000+ a month, you're going to give them your time, I imagine. So those are some of the monetization strategies and just how I've been using prompt engineering to really grow this business, grow community, and put food on the table. I mean, it's been amazing. So thanks again. Have a wonderful day. I will see you all around in these clubhouse streets. Take care.